Scott, was it almost a case of the other night's momentum carrying right into the start of the game, just the pace and the pressure you guys played with?
Probably. We talked about it. Talked about it this morning, and then again before the game of not sort of letting down on what we had done the other night. A couple of weeks ago after the Dallas game, we went into Seattle and weren't very good for the first period and a half. And I really like the way we come out tonight. Obviously, it was a fantastic start to get up too quick.
We talked about the PK the other day, and it had a real strong night, lots of pressure everywhere. What did you see that was, effective for you guys tonight?
Kept it out of the middle. It really was nothing, whether that was seam passes or plays going in there for shots. Did a real good job, even though that one in the second where they got stuck out there. Really, the stuff was Helly had to make some stops that the pucks got in close around the crease, but at the end of the day, we're just doing a really good job with our sticks, taking the lanes away, not letting stuff get in the middle of the ice.
You had two kind of unsung guys pop for a bunch of offense. I follow with a spinning backhand for one, and then Gustafsson gets one too. What did you see from those guys, and what's the sort of sense of pride that you have when that happens?
For Gus, it's great, obviously, that he's had limited games this year, but every time he's come in, he's been effective and he's done all the right things. And tonight, to see him get rewarded, that's great. And his teammates were pretty excited, and glad to see that one. And with Al, he's taken advantage of the opportunity. For both Gus and Al, they've getting a chance to, in Al's case, play a lot more and playing with that top line, and then Gus getting the lineup. Those are just situations guys taking advantage of opportunities that have been put in front of them, and I think our group has done that all year, and that's helped with our success.
In putting IFL on that top line, part of it was to kind of get that beaten potatoes, so to speak, like what Gabe brought along the wall in certain ways, but 2 goals tonight, some offense as well. What have you seen from him in the top line role so far?
Well, he's been real good. Like you mentioned, there's things that he has to do as that line mate, get in the net. Look where he scored both his goals. He's right near. I know one was on the power play, but he was right beside the crease. The other night on JMO's goal, he was right driving the middle lane and obviously getting some traffic on the goalie. So he knows what to do. He does it whether he's on the fourth line or he does it on the first line. He's a smart hockey player, but he's competitive and he goes into the hard areas and he wins a lot of his puck battles.
David Gustafsson mentioned that that Alex is very aware of different situations, and that's a big part of what allows him to play in different roles. Has he changed his game at all, or added different levels with Scheifele and Connor, or just what he usually does?
No, I don't want him to. He better not. I think that's part of his DNA. The thing about Al is, if you notice, he's first over the boards on the PK. I know he's on our second power play. Now he's been bumped up, obviously, with the injury, but he's already been playing all year long in 2 of our specialty teams in key spots. So, to add this more, add more ice time, being with that top group, he knows what he has to do to help that line have success, and you just saw it on the goal. He drove the middle and got down there again, and thought maybe he shoot it on his forehand into the net, but they added to the drama of it by going to his backhand.
Scott, the David Gustafsson spoke how the goal that the line scored was a lot of chaos in front of the net. Whether it's Kapari or Gustafsson or even Iafallo when Velarde was healthy, are you hoping for sort of that energy chaos aspect from your fourth line?
I'm always hoping our fourth line is energy. And they can eat up minutes, can play in the other team's end, and sort of whatever that combination has been since the trade deadline, it's been really good. I know even before I shouldn't say that, but because Tanev's here now too, he brings a little different element with speed and just running into people and causing that havoc that he does. And when your fourth line can do that goes a long way. And as long as I continue to make sure I get them out there and not be afraid to go against whether it's the top line or whether it's the fourth line or whoever they're matching up. Then they go and do good things, do good minutes, grab good minutes. That's all positives for us.
And Connor Hellebuyck, his 7th shutout of the season, he spoke about how he really appreciated the MVP chants from the crowd. What did you think of the crowd chanting MVP?
Yeah, our crowd has been awesome all year. They recognize whether it's great plays or great players. And, I know that few guys have hit milestones this year, but you know, if you were to ask us to vote as our team, we'd vote Helly as the MVP, and I think that a lot of people recognize how great he is, and you know, he's not done. He's got a lot of work ahead of him still, but at the end of the day, that's always nice to hear.
Scott, we often talk about Kyle Connor's finishing ability, but he'll hit 50 assists, I think, or
Yeah,
eclipse it
career
for the
high,
first time. I mean,
yep.
what can you say about his vision and
Yeah,
ability
no,
to
he's
distribute
always
the
been
puck?
he's always been a heads up, you know, great vision guy that he can make plays. I know he likes to shoot it more than pass it, but tonight, you know, he did that. He made some plays. I think everybody probably thought he was going to fire that pass or that shot after he got the pass, and makes a great play to Al, and obviously catches a goal there to the net.
And quickly, you swap the second and third pairings a little bit, just with Miller and Shen in the first period.
No, that's just based
Coming
on
off.
kind of more on kind of what is coming. Might be coming off somebody with an extended shift. Might be coming off a PK or a power play. Well, there wasn't anything that way, no.
Is there any chance that Kyle Connor banked that off the end boards?
Oh, for sure, he did on purpose. No.
There was some talk.